Well, hello everyone. It's been a while. I guess it's been a week since the last match. Yeah, welcome to the stream. I'm Nine. We are going to be casting BabyBokChoy versus RazDva today. This beautiful sunny Saturday, and yeah, it's going to be an elimination match. Whoever loses is going to unfortunately abandon the tournament. Players are just about ready. We are a few minutes earlier than usual, but the problem here is because Raz is obviously on a later time zone. He'd rather play as soon as possible, and so the players asked us to begin ASAP. And yeah, due to that reason, we're just going to start putting up things slightly earlier, but hopefully that doesn't affect too many people. All right, so I'm just gonna join my buddy RTN. Hey man, how are you doing?
Hey.
Doing good?
Yeah.
All right. Good, so I was just gonna go through the decks for both players quickly. Just as an intro, both players banned each other's mono red deck. So Baby is out of mono red. Raz submitted mono red twice, so due to the ban, we'll be able to win with it only once. Raz's other decks are his blue-green signature storm deck, red-green ramp, as well as mono-blue control. It seems like there's a few teched up cards in there, but we'll have a look afterwards. And Baby submitted essentially pretty much the same lineup as he did the previous time. He did some changes on his mono red list, but it was obviously banned, so he's unable to play that. Otherwise, he's got his red black mid-range deck and his blue black econ. So yeah, Baby's pretty much all in on econ. Otherwise, he's got the red black mid-range. I believe Raz, let me have a look. Yeah, so Raz's mono red is teched up with triple smash to defenses, as well as Trez in standards. So
and a sucker punch.
Yeah, exactly. So a bit of an atypical list, but you know, making some concessions to the fact that he's going to play Baby and that he expects Baby to play his typical decks. Baby, the first time in the first match that he played here, he tried to go for mono blue and so on. It didn't work out for him. And yeah, I think it was kind of public knowledge that he was going to try to stick to his more common decks. So do you expect Raz to just pick up mono red straight away, or what? Do you have any prediction of what these guys are going to do?
I think they're both going to try to feel each other out. I mean, it's hard to say because both of them have like decks where they just don't want each other to kind of go against. Like Raz does not want to play his mono blue into the mono black.
Yeah.
But then, you know, Baby doesn't want to play his mono black into the mono red. So it's kind of an interesting combination of things.
At the same time, Raz's mono blue is also teched up against mono black, so he's playing Skywrath Mage, which you know, in place of Venomancer, which is generally, is for sure definitely much better than Veno. Veno tends to shine more in the red matchup. But otherwise, seems like a relatively stock list.
Well, he's also got a Stonehold Plate. He's got 2 Stonehold Plates in that list.
Oh yeah, and he does
but
have
he also cut an at any cost. He's only got 2 at any cost.
Yeah,
but he has it in 1 for.
Exactly, the one for me is what I was going to mention. So yeah, so actually both his mono blue and mono red actually relatively teched against mono black. So yeah, let's see how that works out for him. It's going to be interesting to see because I think it's the first time we see someone have this approach. But yeah, I think enough about chit chat. I'll let the players know that we are ready to go, and we'll just go ahead and do it. All right, I'll close the invites down. Seems like the players have registered their decks, so we are essentially ready to go. So it's gonna be mono black against mono blue. Okay, so we got. I think I kind of get the match that I wanted to watch the most. I wanted to see this. I actually expect that mono black has a good time anyway, but let's see. Let's see how much of a fight Raz puts up.
Yeah, it's also interesting to note it's a 45 card mono blue and a 10 item deck mono blue. So he kind of went a little bit high on the cards. So there's going to be some high variance from Raz.
Yeah, and I find it interesting that he cut the any cost because I think it's such an important card actually.
Particularly against black. And then he added an extra Aghanim Sanctum in and the one for me. But he's also still got the 2 incarnations, so he's going to have a lot of mana refresh capacity if he draws it. Two Iron Fogs, though, is really good in the opening hand for black.
Definitely. Nothing blue can do about those. In fact, blue cannot do much about items in gold at all. So his main strategy here will try to be avoiding those kills and maybe getting some clutch removal spells.
It's interesting he opted not to use the Compel. Well, I can see, yeah, you couldn't use the Compel, what am I saying?
Yeah.
I was looking at it backwards.
All right, so the Disciple coming down, interesting.
Yeah, I think because he knows he's only got 2 at any cost, he knows it's very unlikely he'll have it in hand.
Willing to run the risk.
Extra gold, really.
Yeah, definitely. Now Raz didn't play any ignites, so also maybe being comfortable knowing there's no ignite in hand right now. So yeah, we'll see. Man, I'm having a huge bout of like hay fever. God, the trees around me are just making pollen nonstop, and I'm kind of... Ugh.
That's rough.
I'm just popping allergy meds like mints. Alright, so Baby gets the Fountain Flask, saves the PA. Interesting that he got the Fountain Flask as well. I guess he doesn't have a payday in hand, but... Oh, and this is tough.
Well, he will buy heals against blue, so...
Yeah, it's just if he would have hit the payday, probably would regret that. But since he doesn't have it, it's kind of safe to go for it. That Dimensional Portal was actually really good for Raz because it kept the Disciple alive. So now if he gets any sort of damage spell off, Tinker's at 1 HP anyway. Raz gets the Stonehall Plate and a healing salve, so he is going to be able to protect a hero for the most part. And unless the hero dies straight away, he is probably going to be able to also protect that hero from Chain Frost in subsequent rounds. Goes for the ogre.
The way these lanes were rolled out, it looked really bad for Raz to start out with, but these are pretty good lanes now.
Yeah, I always feel like the Dimensional Portal makes a huge difference, but on the other hand, the March also makes a huge difference, so let's see. Russ has a really heavy, like top hand, heavy hand, right? And with the sensor in this lane, he's gonna have a hard time to... Oh, there's a multicast. So Zeus goes a long way towards helping in this lane.
And getting the Stonehall in this lane means that he can't Chain Frost in this lane when that time comes.
Exactly.
But playing that Diabolic is, that's going to be interesting because now that's going to clear up the creeps all in mid lane.
Yeah, he does draw Prey though.
Yeah, he's got the pick off if he wants to take out either the Luna or the Zeus.
Goes for the Luna, representing another 10 damage on the tower. I think Rez was aggressively cycling to try and find some sort of removal spell for this lane, but I think the Prey on the weak will actually do an okay job if he wants.
Oh, and he blocks the sniper with it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the Kana dies anyway though, which I think he wanted to avoid. Well, there's gonna be a lane without a hero now. No money to buy Blink. Doesn't see the Blink anyway.
He gets the Stonehold played again though.
Ah, he
So
took
it's
a
not to
while.
buy it.
Yeah. He took a while there. Maybe he thinks it's not worth it now that it's 6 mana already, because he can't get up to 3 armor.
I think it's more the fact that he already has one in lane 1, so he's not worried about it there, and he'd rather have armor or health on his other heroes.
Sure. Yeah, the Stonehold Plate not the most effective the turn it comes down. Needs a bit of time.
Ooh, but man, if that dies this turn, that's going to be really bad for him. Because then he can play the Chain Frost next round. And he gets the Helm this turn too.
Oh yeah. So
Probably won't see that for a while, but that's going to prevent the Incarnation from coming down for a while.
Yeah. Raz does have Cunning Plan, Compel available. No combination of spells allow him to kill the Sensor though. And Baby got a payday, but yeah, just about a round too late.
Now it can.
Right, so Zeus gets out of the line of fire. No damage getting pushed through.
Oh, but he doesn't end up killing the sensor
sensor.
because he switches them.
Interesting. Not that would really matter now anymore, because he can't play another Sanctum. He doesn't have another Sanctum, so he couldn't refresh up to 6 this round anyway. The Ignite comes down.
Yeah, and the last lane. It's going to be brutal.
Yeah. It's an upkeep kill on the Sniper.
Ooh, I like this move with the
Oh.
Helm. A lot of damage to push.
Alright, that's 13 extra damage, bringing down the Sniper to 1. Even drops the Jaspers, because it's useless in this matchup, so this tower is down to 12. Now March not enough to kill these creeps, which he would love to, but can drop the Cloak potentially if he wants to draw something. He doesn't have initiative in any case.
Yeah, dropping it here makes more sense. The payday's nice.
And now there's an Eclipse, a Mystic Flare. Alright. Can still refresh, drops the HP item, and can still steal initiative if he feels like. Right.
He's just getting all his draw cards.
Yeah. Raz up to 14 gold. Gets offered them all. He doesn't want it. Goes for the armor instead. And this is the 7 mana round now, so armor definitely at a premium to avoid Chain Frosts. I do notice that Baby has an Assassinate, and his Skywrath, unfortunately for him, stayed at, for Raz, unfortunately, stayed at 10 HP. He could have healed it, couldn't he? He forgot to heal it, didn't he? Or did he just buy the pot now? I think he bought the TP, wasn't it? Not sure.
It's weird, it doesn't actually tell you in here what round they took them, whereas in the game you can see what round people took them.
Yeah. Well, it tells you for the opponent, for the upper player. It doesn't tell you.
Yeah, that's what I just looked at the upper player, it does, but the bottom it doesn't. That's a
I never
weird
noticed
UI.
that. Indeed. All right. In any case, Eclipse comes out and is just about enough to clean this lane clean this lane up for Raz. And like we said, 7 mana. He does have Thunder Gods. Or he can opt to Arcane Assault and keep initiative for mid as well. Drawing some cards. Goes for the tower damage.
Decides not to take initiative back. It's probably not a bad idea in one sense, because you want to keep those cards up till later game, but at the same time,
yeah,
it does give Baby the option to do something in this lane. Or the last lane.
Yeah, Chain Frost won't be effective here, but he could assassinate or coup. He doesn't have any big items. So I'm not sure how much he really cares about these. Okay, goes for the last. That allows him to double payday if he wants. He's still to hit the Vesture, the Horn, and a couple of blinks and cloaks. Tough.
Oh, blink though, that's tough.
Yeah. Double payday off the table, but how much does the Ignite do here? Okay, just does about everything you wanted to do. Prevents most of the hit. Baby with initiative, holding on to a Chain Frost. As we've said, the Ogre is, with that Stonehall plate, quite immune to the Chain Frost.
Yeah, this has got to feel pretty rough for Baby at this point, because there's really nothing he can do.
It's looking tough.
Because if he goes in that lane, he's going to get pinged, and then he could be Thunder God Wrathed or just Eclipse. Or if he draws another of Skyrise, Billow.
Kind of feels to me like he really needed that double payday to hit Vestures and Horn. And then once he could drop those items, he could potentially... Yeah. So it's going to take some time here. Both players with a very, very big time bank. They can take a bit to think what to do.
Raz still doesn't have those blink daggers though, so he can't, doing a move like that, he can't go into last lane.
Yeah. And Baby knows it as well. He can still headshot the creep, but Raz just has so much mana available in this lane. Oh, he draws another Mystic Flare.
A gift from the goddess.
Yeah, I feel like Baby's gonna need to some sneaky maneuvers to push the last damage through.
Does have 2 disciples though, so he probably can take the last lane whenever he needs to, but...
Oh, and he dodges this one. This seems like a free lane for Raz now.
all these other heroes are dying.
Yeah, and Lich's upkeep dying now. So Raz, much due to that Stonehall plate, seems to be taking over the game. I don't want to underestimate the power of that Stonehall plate. The changes he's made to the deck actually seem like they were really good.
Well, it didn't hurt that he got a bunch of Ogre pings as well to get like a ton of card draw.
Definitely.
Because the one thing his deck had problem with was just not drawing enough of his cards. And he drew what he needed.
Right, Baby hits the Vestures. And it seems like that's basically it. Initiative on Raz's side. Double creeps in first. Not sure. He's got a multicast Eclipse with 2 charges. And he's got the Mystic Flare. Mystic Flare won't do anything to the bounty.
You can't really do anything to him in this lane. But same token, neither can Baby. Only thing he's got to do is just not play the Incarnation here.
Yeah, this is looking really tough for Baby. Also because, I mean, Raz is just naturally dealing damage to the towers and is holding on to double Incarnation, double Bolt right now. 15 cards left in his deck. But, I mean, he can't be unhappy here. Maybe ups the payday. Still having coup mana. Feels like he's inviting Raz to drop the Incarnation. He's forcing Raz to move if he wants to avoid those 9 points of damage, but I don't think that Raz is too concerned about that. Although, I will say he has played a couple of his Arcane Assaults. There's only one remaining in his deck right now.
Yeah, that's why he's fine doing that move. He also just wants to push damage, but it's a question of what he does then with it, because he can coup in mid, but he's still got all those creeps to deal with. He could Chain Frost, but that would just clear out some of the creeps. It wouldn't kill Kana.
Oh, did he play that for the multicast? If he did, he got it.
He is so lucky this game.
Wow. Yeah, baby.
It's like, how many multicasts did he get? Like 4?
But if... Because that Mystic Flare was otherwise useless. Yeah. That's tough for him. Well, you know what that means? It means it's Incarnation time. But what can he do, really? There's not much that he can do here with Incarnation.
Doesn't need it.
Doesn't need it, really.
Just next turn, he just bolts this lane and bolts the next lane. Like, Baby really can't do anything.
And with 2 heroes in mid, it's, yeah. The armor items, the armor items and the multicasts just made a huge difference. I think he drops the Salamene just to deal tower damage. Oh, and even goes for both, okay. So he's hoping to... Wait, there's no way that he finishes the game this round. So that seems a bit of an... seems like a bit of a mistake, potentially.
Well, he killed Bounty that had the Helm of the Dominator, so he's not worried about it being stolen. He just has to bolt next lane, because Baby has nothing that he can do to stop it.
Mm-hmm.
His only wide clearing spell is Chain Frost, and he can't use it.
It just feels weird to commit both of them to kill the tower when...
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing. I think Baby knows he's in trouble. He's been in trouble for a while.
I think he's delaying it a little bit.
Yeah, I was surprised Raz didn't pull the Eclipse. But,
he doesn't need to, but
it doesn't need
this is
to.
going to be a lot of gold next turn, though.
Yeah, and the thing is, because he dropped both Salamenes in first, he can't bolt here. I mean, he still has another Sanctum, doesn't he? Oh no, he's played all 3 Sanctums, so he doesn't have Mana Refresh nor Salamenes for mid, so he can't double bolt. And 1 bolt is not enough to end the game there anymore. You see,
he can't bolt there right now.
Yeah, I think dropping the second Salamene was a mistake. Let's see. 2 heroes coming in from Baby, 1 from Raz.
Yeah, I mean, because these towers are pretty low. If Baby can get the right combo of things, he's got a potential to take some towers.
Listen, I'm sure
it's still going to be really hard to deal with middle lane, though.
He's probably calculating if Coup plus Disciple is lethal here. 7 and 4, 11 and 4, 15. No, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. Okay, the piercing damage though makes a big difference. There's an Eclipse though. Yeah. First annihilation of the game. Raz holding the vestures doesn't mind too much.
This Change for Us becomes a more dead card.
Crazy, right? In this matchup, Chain Frost is often the trump card. It's just not doing anything really.
I mean, it can be used to like take a lane out if he does it right, but
It's gonna be tough though.
Yeah, the thing is, he can't clear a lane out, but he can use it maybe in a lane where Raz has already spent his mana to gain initiative and also then clear out some stuff. But
Oh, there's another Arcane and the Foresight. So let's see how much damage Raz can do. His Ogre has been pulling weight. Baby has the initiative. So he got Horn, Double Cloak, Double Blink. He basically got his whole deck. Nothing from the secret shop, it looks like. But unless Raz multicasts, Baby's got more initiative cards. It's kind of sad for him that a Lich was blocked by the Skyrath.
the way this Ogre is going, though, I think he might just just not a good play here.
Ups the pass.
Yeah, his best move is to pass because he needs to put a cloak on Tinker in the mid lane to even have a shot, keeping him alive.
It's not gonna happen though. There's another Eclipse.
Oh, the 8 charge Eclipse. Yeah. Now, he does have the blink, so he might need to blink Lich. He'd have to put something on Lich and then blink him the last lane, but
yeah, he goes for the cloak. So if he kills the Tinker, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 21. Not quite there yet. Alright, both players reluctant to commit. Okay, Baby goes for it. He's kind of taunting Raz into using removal spells.
also playing that so he can get a card draw.
Mm-hmm. You can sack it if he wants.
I think he's also just playing cards in a way that he doesn't want to give up give up stuff.
Oh, Vandal.
Gank would be good if he didn't have it, if he had PA in the first lane. But he's got them all the way in the last lane.
Yeah, Raz isn't moving, so wants to keep initiative for mid. He knows that he just needs to kill that tower. Excuse me. Yeah, and Raz doesn't care. Oh, discards the horn. Of all the cards, that was probably the worst one. Yeah. That's tough.
Also, really just not sure what the play there was, too, other than just clearing out 2 heroes in first lane.
I think he just wanted to avoid multicast shenanigans. Because there's still Thunder God's Wraths in the deck, right? Oh no, he's used all of them. Alright, so basically just the Eclipses and the Mystic Flares. Huh. But that wouldn't be a good... I mean... Okay, interesting. So I presume that 8 charge eclipse is 9 actually charge eclipse is going to be enough. 1, 2, yeah. But even with the blink dagger, 21 damage isn't going to do it.
Yeah.
There's just
Baby
no way.
really needed that. He really needed that horn.
Yeah.
That was the only way he could possibly do something. But even then, because he hasn't played it, he only played the one annihilation. Like if he ever does something that like is scary, he just annihilates the lane.
Yeah,
He's probably gonna annihilate just last lane, probably.
Would have been very tough in any case. But if there was a way, it was certainly with a horn. No, without the horn, I don't see it.
Well, what he could do is coup first lane, hit fire to get initiative, and then I don't know. That's the problem. Is like he's doesn't have anything that can do anything at that point after that because he's got enough for bolt, so it doesn't matter what he's got in that lane, unless he can pull somehow, which he's not even going to. He doesn't have the gold for. He can't even pull another vesture or something.
Well, he could threaten here, drop the Glody, potentially. Just hip fires. Oh, double hip fires, okay. Didn't think about that one. Not enough. I mean, three towers at 10 HP. Brutal.
Yeah, that's the only problem is he spread out all his damage on all the lanes. He didn't get any specific lane pushed. Because he put down the Disciple really early, it just kind of cleared out that lane.
Yeah.
If he hadn't put that down, he probably could have taken that lane pretty easily because he didn't really have anything to deal with it. He just drew his first inning cost this turn, so.
Yeah, and even if he steals the Salamanders there, or if he drops 2 heroes, I think that's an easy annihilation, right?
Yeah. So he has no reason to be in the lane, he doesn't care. And he's got a hero that's vestured, so.
Right,
Yeah, looks like GG.
Let's see if he opens up with coup and...
he could open with coup, yeah, that's what he could do, but still.
He could open a coup, take this lane out. The problem is mid is insta-dead.
He needed that with the bounty hunter, because now he can gank.
Listen.
No, he doesn't have gank anymore.
He can still... oh, wait, yeah. Okay, alright, that refreshes the mana. Actually, I wasn't sure about that. Okay. So now, he's got a blink, and he can take initiative with Chain Frost. He's got double pick-off. Wait, can he do it? He can double pick-off. He's got double Oglody. Can he draw cards? Yeah, he's drawing cards. Another Chain Frost. Nah, it's not possible.
Gank. I think that the coup discarded gank.
This is
if he had
tough.
gank, he could gank. He could gank the Kana, take initiative, and then Chain Frost, and hope maybe that the Luna gets killed.
Wow, I think he's been so unlucky this game. Does he Chain Frost himself to try and bite cards? It's hardly enough.
I think I would at least pick off or something. I'd do something. You got to do something.
He can drop... Oh, he doesn't have any more cloaks. Okay, I thought he had another one. He's got the ring there.
The problem is the only thing he can kill is the
Salamandra.
Is the incarnation or the... Yeah, oh, that's so...
You can drop the Disciple. Drop the Disciple.
Won this too. That's the sad part. He could have...
Yeah. Well, listen, he can drop the Disciple and Chain Frost himself. Yeah, get rid of the bounty.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of the bounty.
Okay,
so now he can pick off or Chain Frost. He's got options.
Well, he's got to take the tower down as well, so we cannot forget that. Iron Fog.
Doesn't want that.
Tough. He's gonna have to pick up again. Yeah.
Even if he gets the gank, Sniper doesn't kill either of these heroes.
Yeah, he would need to pick off as well. Oh no, there's no charges on the march. God damn it, this is a tough scenario.
He needs a march, and he needs a pick off. Yeah, so he can't use the pick off here.
Listen, here's what I
needs the
what I
march,
think. You drop
probably.
the disciple to the right, and you chain thrust yourself. Right. Yeah, you chain thrust yourself. No, not to the right. To the right. Draws a coup. Okay, that's one out. Not quite enough.
Now it doesn't have initiative. Doesn't have the mana to get initiative.
I think I have the feeling you should have dropped Disciple and Chain for us to the right. Would have net him 3 cards, and he would still have damage on the tower. But he was pressed for a play. Tyler Estate isn't going to do it either.
Didn't even take this lane.
He gives it up.
Yeah.
Well, this is one of those games. Would have been good to analyze this game again and see, because I'm sure he had other lines of play, but even with time under stress, it's a...
I think it just was one of those games where everything just went against him.
Yeah.
Mostly, because he had, like, if he had gank there and he didn't lose it, he could have ganked with the bounty hunter, and then he could have then taken initiative and then killed the Luna.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, losing the gank was the thing that lost it the game there.
Yeah,
and there's like nothing you can do against that. And losing the horn, same thing. It's like these are 2 cards that like he just lost. But then on the flip side, Raz got insane things, but he kind of played a little cocky there at the end. So we'll see.
Yeah. But even though he got super unlucky, the question to me is, could he still have done something, you know? Like, he would have needed to get lucky, obviously. But
yeah, I mean, certainly the way he did the Chain Frost at the end was not the way to do it.
All right, so that's Raz's mono blue out. So we still got red green ramp, blue green storm, and mono red. Baby can still play whatever he wants. Just ask the players if they are ready. Yeah, it looks like actually I'm the only one who hasn't had a deck, so let's go for it. Bracket number 2, Raz picks up mono red, and okay, this is going to be a tough matchup for Baby again. Well, not again, but this time around. If Raz can do that with his mono blue, can he do that with his mono red?
Certainly likely,
Yeah.
but we'll see. Mono black has this weird thing relationship with the mono red where sometimes it doesn't matter, it's a bad matchup, it still wins. And then other times it just gets owned. It's a weird combination.
Most definitely.
Does have the smash in hand, but only thing he's got to worry about at the moment is the mark.
Yeah, I don't think this is the one matchup where it doesn't feel bad at all to hold, because there's going to be a target sooner or later. Although, getting the gold mine on turn 1 feels so good, jeez.
And mid both are dying.
Yeah, so not much in the way of gold generation for Baby. That's already a problem, it feels like.
Getting the kill, though, is good, but it's also one of those things where it helps your opponent. But getting a Jasper deck is just kind of the worst item you want to get is black.
Definitely. Unless Baby draws a track, but Raz's hand is very expensive, so let's see how much he has in terms of options to play around Baby's stuff. Gank and Payday.
Second smash.
Ooh.
Still, no real targets. I mean, the March might come down on 5, but that's about it. It's still going to probably get off before he gets the smash.
Alright. Goes for the Bristle. Wants the Payday this round. I thought he might consider you going on the Axe in last, but... There's a Nasal Goo. You might want to keep that for the Lich, though.
I think he's also thinking about duel.
Mm-hmm.
He could duel the Tinker.
Yeah, if he's taking so long, he's got to be thinking about it. Maybe he duels last to get damage through, but let's see.
Doesn't go for the payday. It makes some sense. You don't necessarily want a payday there, but sometimes against red, sometimes you just need a payday with crappy paydays, just because getting at least one cloak or something, it really makes a difference.
Mm-hmm. Agree.
He's going for the greedy play, so we'll see whether or not that bites him in the butt or if it pays off and he gets a better payday.
Well, the hipfire isn't able to kill anything just quite yet. Tide deploys into first with a sniper. They miss each other, so let's see. Looks like sniper's going to be able to get a headshot down. Iron fog. Okay, looks like we're going to see some smash action.
But he does decide to pass. He does have the initiative, so he passed. He wants to see if, yep, Raz took the bait. Now he'll drop the iron fog. That was a good play there.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna try to take the kill at least.
Prevents a headshot for another round. He might be tempted to march this lane though, but okay. Goes for the payday. 17 gold, I've seen worse.
Yeah, he basically knows he didn't really have a play otherwise, so there was no way to get extra gold between now and then, so just get it off. Better to hold the marches too in this situation till later, because I find sometimes with March, because it has the charges, getting it off on curve is actually a lot of times not as good as playing it a lot later.
Mm-hmm. And there it comes.
Guaranteeing he'll at least get a hit off in the mid lane.
Yeah.
And then Raz has to make that interesting decision. Do I smash, or do I play another card that maybe is probably better?
Baby hits the helm and the cloak, so that's gonna help him a lot in terms of preventing deaths and getting himself on the board here, because he's been struggling to deal any tower damage, as is often the case against red. On the other hand, the Raz hasn't also been able to deal much damage yet, so let's see. Raz has a brawler. That'd be a good target to steal.
This is one of those times where it's like he's got smash, so it makes some sense to play it, but then he doesn't have anything else really to play other than the brawler, really. So probably just, yeah, he's gonna pause to see what he gets.
Alright, goes for the double draw. I missed what he drew.
Question is, will he play the Tyler State Sensor here, or will he hold? He may want to coup in mid lane to kill out the LC.
I feel like you dropped the state sensor in the left, right? But
yeah, you definitely drop it here, because, like, even if he does, because he's, he's got some sort of attack item. So even killing LC, he just equipped the blink on the Beastmaster, and
yeah. And dropping the sensor obviously will delay TOT in lane 1, which is generally the dream for red. Right, the duel, seeing some play here. So this lane's gonna go wide. There comes a second smash.
Yeah, baby's probably tilting right now.
He's emoting, if nothing else. Well, here's the thing, Raz Raz had a good idea of what Baby was going to bring to the table, and he's adapted, and that's in these types of formats. I think if you have a read and your opponent is predictable, that's often a huge advantage for you.
Yeah, and that's the one thing Baby is, predictable.
All right, opts for the TP on the LC. 8 tower damage. Yeah, I also do. It was relatively low, and he doesn't have any heroes deploying just now, and Axe unlikely to die. So
yeah, because all these other lanes, like the first lane is looking just bad, but the other two lanes could be easily cleared out very easily on this next turn.
Yeah, and the other thing,
I think Baby sees that.
Yeah, and the other thing also is that Baby hasn't played his 19 gold item yet, so Raz must have a relatively decent read that it's a helm. And I think he doesn't mind this.
How does he hip fire? That's the question.
I think you have to start pressuring.
But then if he does, he can Kraken Shell. He wants the track. He's setting up for the assassinate next turn. That's the thing. He's got these great late game cards. He's got 2 Chain Frost, 2 Assassinates, a coup. He's got a Disciple to push damage. Like, this is very flippable in these other 2 lanes. The first lane, he's not going to be able to do anything. But the other 2 lanes, if Raz does not play this right, can be easily flipped.
I have to imagine we're going to see Jaspers into Kraken Shell, though. I don't know. Okay. Now, when Baby does that, if I'm Raz, I'm reading a pickoff in his hand, which he doesn't have, by the way. So let's see.
He can hip fire that now too, because he's got that option as well. He's got a lot of options. That's why taking out the LC last turn really makes a difference, because that 1 armor means he can't get chain frosted by himself. But that's where the sniper's going mid.
So brutal.
Just did he get any Jasper daggers for first lane? He did not. Not that it matters, but he's got no way to deal with stun.
No. Yeah, Raz gets the 2-for-1. Now the good thing for him is that
the Kraken Shell is now available.
Yeah, there is a Kraken Shell. The good thing for Baby is that the Bristol dies. There's no hero coming in, so TOT isn't available here next round. But and the other thing is that Tide obviously doesn't hit that hard. The Kraken Shell will provide a bit more damage.
Kraken Shell gives him some damage, but he doesn't really have a play other than just enough magic really in the mid lane, or just a spring. He doesn't really have anything.
Time to drop the Brawler, probably. He goes for it. He wants the tower damage, which I kind of like.
We'll win this war together, friend.
See if he gets the bounces.
Oh, so close.
Oh,
Headshot
he just needed 1 bounce.
Yeah. Well,
if he gets that bounce, he headshots, and then this game is totally different, because then he can hip fire in the last lane to clear out the thing, and then suddenly 2 lanes gone, 4 heroes dead.
Just before TOT turn as well. Well, in previous matches, Baby was the Chain Frost Whisperer. Seems like Chain Frost hasn't been his card for this game. Oh,
same time.
He could have headshot LC.
Yeah.
Really
I think he wants to make sure he's initiative for the hip fire here.
Yeah, he wants to avoid the Jaspers as well, because that would get rid of the track. So all in all, I think that's a good play. Going up to 33 gold, keeping initiative, doesn't
Getting
hit
the Jaspers
anything.
is really good. The Jaspers and Blink Dagger, because now we can go in first lane. he could play Assassinate or Coup or yeah. He might have a shot here.
Oh, no creeps in last to steal as well. Hasn't been Baby's day in terms of RNG just yet. Right. Coup comes out, Oglodi gets discarded. He needs to assert some dominance. This is his round now. No heals for Raz.
Yeah, just the phase boots, but that's not going to be enough.
Yeah.
He could just duel to maybe just take this bounty hunter out of the picture.
Or drop the Brawler to avoid... Okay. That's an alternative as well.
Magic, yep.
Once a tower damage. And the question now is, does he want to give up initiative? Because he knows there's TOT coming. Okay. Looks like the answer is yes. Doesn't heal up.
I think he's not really worried about that last lane.
He gets the Vestures. This is going to be huge because Vestures does in some way counter the TOT.
Yeah, but he's going to have 2 blink daggers, so if he really wants it, he can. He's going to TOT all 3 heroes in this first lane. He's going to try to blink them out. But Baby's also got the coup, so as soon as he drops that blink dagger...
Oh, have you seen... Okay. It looked like he was...
one of them.
It looked like he was just giving up left, but I like this. The Tinker's got the laser, and he's going to have the Vestures, so you can deny a lot of damage here.
Yeah, because if he wants to kill him, he can, but then he can't get the TOT off. And then he can just laser whoever... He can coup the one guy that gets the blink, and then laser the other guy that gets the blink. And yeah, he can use the Jasper daggers, but then he can't do anything.
Wait, Baby passed?
Yeah, Baby wants him to play his Jasper daggers. He doesn't want to play anything before. He's not worried about being killed here.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. He's taking mid and last, so yeah, of course. Yeah. Right. Good play. The Vestures remain.
Then he'll laser that.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so it was actually a really good pass.
He can still block, though, and he's still going to actually deal damage there. So that, it's still going to be bad for him there, but he still has options at least.
I think he's got to drop the cloak and the Vestures, right?
He's not really worried about first lane. He's worried about mid lane. Ooh, Primal Roar, though, can punish this really hard.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Also, if he had the Berserker's Call, which he doesn't, I feel like the Vestures should have gone on the Lich.
Well, it wouldn't matter with the Berserker's Call because he's disarmed, but
oh yeah,
he can just use the phase boots now. Go into the. He can choose where he wants to be. He could stun all of them if he wants to, or he could just get the Vesture out. Baby really doesn't have anything. He can't do anything against that. He doesn't. Oh, well, he played the Brawler, so he's not doing that move. Just wants to push damage. Okay, now he's going to duel to take the last piece of damage. Which is interesting, because if he does that, then he can hip fire. He can do the headshot into Assassinate. If he does that move. Or Baby could put the Jasper daggers on.
Mm-hmm. There's still the Call of the Wild, there's still a Bronze Legionnaire as well. Would add 1 damage to the tower, not a lot, but... Alright. Axe, unfortunately not in assassinate range.
Interesting he decided to use the Vandal here. I think he's trying to set up an 80.
Yeah, he's trying, if nothing else, to bait or to force a hero coming down here, right?
Yeah, which I don't still see a reason for Raz to do, though, because he just needs to take the first 2 lines. Nope, he just gave up.
Oh, right. Yeah, it seemed like a poor line of play. Even if he drew 1 disciple, it wouldn't... Well...
I think his play there was to play the Assassinate onto, like, the Axe or something, and then have the headshot for next turn if he gets initiative. I think he had plays there, but, I mean, it's not like it would have been difficult, but he had play.
Well, I'll tell you what. Baby's down. But, the thing to keep in mind here is that there's no mono blue, there's no mono red. So now it's going to be Storm, which I think doesn't have a great matchup against black, and red-green ramp, where it's going to be probably a coin flip. So I imagine we're going to see Raz on that.
Yeah, it all comes down to Baby's mental attitude. Sometimes he just gets tilted and he stops focusing. When he's properly focusing, he sees things that most players don't and can see how to find the ways to win. But when he's not, you see like last game where he just throws stuff at the board. It doesn't work.
Yeah. Well, both players are ready and telling me they want to just go at it. So that's exactly what we are going to be doing. Yeah, as expected, Raz goes with the red-green ramp. Maybe switching up and going with red-black. This should favor the red idea. Yeah,
yeah, it should. He's got the 3 Talar state sensors in this list too, and the 2 enough magics. I think this is it's a tuned list. I don't think it's his normal red-black list that he normally brings. It's slightly modified.
Yeah, a couple of fur-lined mantles, which I don't think he had in his original list. He used to play Relentless. He used to play a few one-offs. Alright. So, if nothing else, it looks like no one's dying on the flop. Which they wouldn't, because these are all super beefy heroes. There's the bronze for Baby. Comes down.
The Legion has arrived.
Yeah, already something to mention, I would say, is Raz playing the triple under secrets. Doesn't see one here. This tends to be a pretty poor draw later on. And the triple smash also isn't going to do much in this matchup. So feels like Raz has a lot of kind of dead draws, or at least poor draws here. But at the end, it all comes down to ramp. He's holding Stars Align, but nothing to ramp into. He plays triple Emissary, triple TOT. So let's see.
Yeah, the All-Seeing could be interesting, potentially, by keeping certain heroes alive. But yeah, at the moment, he's kind of got a crappy hand list. Okay, he's going for the kill here.
He wants to avoid the PA coming down in lane 1. But I think we might just see that regardless.
Yeah, one of the things Baby did cut in this list is the pickoffs. There's no pickoffs in his list. I think that's what he did to get like stuff like enough magic in. So he can't punish this axe.
Well, the creep blocks the axe, so it's not like axe is going to do a lot. Raz also not having any elites in his deck at all, so it's not like there's an elite to completely take over anything. Oh, the favor here is so good.
Oh, and then the fountain flask. Oh man, that got turned so quick.
So yeah, Baby gets punished for the gank in mid lane, but looks like Raz
just hitting creeps.
It looks like Raz is coming out in this transaction, but again, he doesn't have anything to ramp into, so if his plan is just going to try to be beefy and stable with the tree and the favor, I'm not actually sure how good that's going to be.
Depends on what Baby draws. If he can get like a hip fire, like this is where having the pickoffs are really great. He can just finish off these heroes, but he doesn't have them, so he can't do that. So there's so many different ways that they can get healed, or just from the all-seeing one favor over time.
Yeah, and
He
Raz
does get the pick off or the hip fire.
Exactly. The other thing is that Raz generated so much gold that round that he got a stone plate and a blink. So let's see.
Well, and because he was able to kill and heal his bristleback, he got the armor on that as well. So Chain Frost is not going to be great, but there is no Chain Frost in hand, so it may not matter.
Right, there's still the nasal viscous Q to come down. Both players dropping blinks.
I wonder if Baby's gonna... That's a very odd blink decision there. He doesn't kill the bristleback.
Yeah, he wants to avoid the 4 armor for sure.
Yeah, definitely, but that's a lot of tower damage.
Well, he prefers to keep Chain Frost on the table, so blinks away, takes a 10 damage.
I'm ready for anything.
And now, I mean, I feel like we never see Stonehall Plate in this match for some reason. It's just keeps coming in. And
He's got it in all his lists except for mono red. He's got at least one Stonehall Plate in all his lists.
Yeah,
And some of them he's got 2.
Extremely annoying to play against, in fact. We might see the TP here. And the punish. So there goes the Lego. So
Yeah, last lane is at least looking good for... Well, it was until those 2 creeps went there. It may not matter though, because Raz may not go there. He decides to go there. Yeah.
I feel like he has to. Yeah, I feel like this game is going to revolve around this Bristol in lane 1 a lot. He's already done so much. He's going to get healed by the Omni.
Oh, he gets the stars and the TOT.
This is going to be tough. So Baby has to have the heads up to either go Sensor or just do nothing.
Yeah, I think Sensor. Yeah, that was the right play. Because he's got the blink now on this on the bristleback, he can't move the Omni Knight to a different lane to do the ramp.
Yep. So we might just see the all-seeing one's favor coming out. No. Okay. Feels like a not duel. I guess he wants to prevent Chain Frost next round, but it doesn't. At the same time, it doesn't feel like he's so fragile to it. So. He might be considering dropping the blink and getting the Lich back to lane 1 to be able to prevent TOT. Because why else would you duel there?
Problem is, if he puts the blink down, he'll just enough magic him.
Doesn't.
I mean, he can prevent the DOT next turn anyway. He's still got the Berserker's Call. But that depends if he puts the tree in that lane or not. Problem is, he just doesn't have a really good plays in his hand.
Yeah. And now the tree is going to come down, presumably mid, so TOT is still on the table in mid.
I don't know, Raz might put him first lane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
because he knows he can't kill him. He can't kill him with Berserker's Call. He doesn't have Roar because he's not playing a mono red.
Does he draw enough magic? He does, yes!
Ooh, question is, will he play it or not?
I don't think he does. I don't think he
Either
does.
play it right now or you just
I think
pass.
you drop the blink.
Well, actually,
'cause-
no, you have to put you have to heal up Bristleback.
Don't you drop the blink so that you threaten the berserkers? Yeah.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. Yeah, I don't think we see him try it. And maybe he does, I don't know. Well, no, he can't because... Yeah, he's gonna put the armor on because now...
Denies the berserkers again.
Gotta know not to play the... Not to play it, yep.
And I'm 100% sure we're gonna see stars align now. If he doesn't play it now, the card is useless. He has to go for it.
Oh, he could play it next turn. Technically, in this lane, it is behind. So... Both are... Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Stalled out enough.
I feel he had to do that.
Problem is, he can still play it next turn. With this scenario, he didn't take out the Omni Knight. He didn't. And yeah, no, actually, he'll still be behind. He'll need another ramp, but because of the sensor still alive. But you know, we'll see.
Spring is available. Both players actually struggling to deal damage to the towers. This is such a beefy bunch of heroes. Now I'll see.
And it's good he played it here.
Yeah.
He played it in first. The only lane he didn't want to definitely play it in was first lane.
Yeah. Well, the downside for him is the plate going up. LC is up to 3 armor now. And nothing he can do will prevent the TOT now, it seems. He's going mid with the PA.
Well, he's at 7 mana on first lane, so unless he gets another stars, he can't do the TOT, but he could always do something to kill the Bristleback this turn.
Yeah.
Does John the Chain Frost. Won't do anything this turn.
We might just see the Bristol blinking out the 3rd. Do you think he gives up the lane?
That's a tough one, because if he has another stars, then you really hate that move. But at the same time, just losing the Bristleback is not ideal. So it's a it's one of those things of like, if you get away with it, it's great. If you don't, then it's bad.
Yeah.
Bristleback, you know, Raz has at least a blink on his Bristleback. So that's where this all-seeing one's favor really comes into play, is it's keeping all this stuff kind of alive, you know, in this first lane.
It feels like it's pulling its weight, most definitely. I feel like this might be... This might actually be a big or like an important meta shift. If people start playing Stonehall Plates, it feels like the card is pulling its weight, most definitely, what we've seen so far.
Yeah, I mean, the only matchup it's not great versus is blue. And so in this case, he knows that Baby's not going to play blue. So he wasn't worried about that. But other people definitely have to worry about that somewhat.
So, despite lane 1 going bad, Baby's the threatening lethal in mid. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't have a lot of pressure for the 3rd, nor any blinks here. Neither player has blinks.
Yeah, both do have money for blinks next turn, though.
He's probably gonna duel here, I have to imagine. Oh, passes.
If he duels, he dies.
But I think he could prevent lethal potentially. 8, 10, 6. Yeah, it would have been tough.
Now we have this interesting dynamic where Baby has the 2 other lanes in his favor.
Oh,
But
he doesn't see a
the
blink.
first lane,
He really wanted a blink. But Raz doesn't
Raz
see
gets
one
the
either.
TP
Oh, TP,
at
yeah.
least, which is useful for him. But
Yeah.
yeah, because the tree has a Stonehold plate on it now too. That, oh man, Chain Frost just becomes so bad in that situation.
Horrible. I mean, this is our third match, and there's not been a situation yet where Chain Frost was good. I'm starting to think Raz is onto something here.
You don't even necessarily need the Stonehold plate specifically. You could always go with the cheap one armor item too, if you really wanted to. But the point is, you've got options. And for a long time, armor really wasn't a part of the game. And Mono Black was the first list to even really incorporate armor items, really. Besides, in the very beginning when we had the combo list running the armor items. But it seems like that's the thing. It's like decks that can find a way to properly utilize the armor items tend to do really well.
It would be really heads up to kill this LC, but obviously Baby cannot know that there's a TP coming.
Maybe, but then he needs the he needs the coup in last lane.
Yeah.
So it's like
It's tough. I mean, Baby also hasn't seen any of his own TOTs. And like we've just said, Chain Frost is looking horrible. Initiative gets stolen. Which means the TP is not coming out. Raz presumably trying to bait initiative. I mean, he could Chain Frost since the card is... yeah, okay, goes for it. And now we see the TP. I have to imagine. Heads up play from Raz.
6 armor on the LC.
Well, he had 2 from the fight to the pain, though.
Yeah. Oh, it's 4 now, but like he would have been 6. He would have been at least 5 if it,
Yeah.
or he would have been 6 if it weren't for the nasal goo.
Yeah. It's after 4, it's useless, though, right? 4 is like...
Well, it isn't, because against red, any amount of armor is good if they don't have Jasper daggers. So like the 4 is the 2 attack, the 2 armor is the one that's the big one for creeps, and then 3 is for Chain Frost.
All right. The fact is, Raz abandoned lane 1 after TOTing the Bristol, so
Got the axe there now, though.
he's getting the X there now, but I mean, the lane is not by no means guaranteed just yet. He's going all in last.
Okay, so he could Berserker's Call, which would push potentially 14 damage. Oh, nope. Doesn't get that, because he doesn't get the good position.
Berserk, but enough magic and TOT. Can Baby actually threaten 80 in mid? I think he can.
Can he survive in last lane, though?
He's got the enough magic. Dude, I'm starting to feel that Raz's
And
deployments...
he has initiative. He has initiative.
Was this a throw, dude? Man, I think Raz just threw this game.
It's ours for the taking.
Well, it's important to remember, too, in first lane...
He's got
This is
duel,
interesting.
but he needs to push 12. And it could be a tie, I guess. Now the question is, does he try to blink the Lich away? Ah, he does. It's so greedy.
Yeah, that's a little greedy there. Though it might... Does it matter, though? Because let's say he duels the LC, he still doesn't take this lane this turn, right?
No, he's got the bronze, so it'll be another extra 6 to be to 25, 29, so I don't think he can take it. He had the rose leaf as well, though. He wants to just keep initiative.
It was close though.
Dude, I think that deploy on last by Raz is super, super greedy.
Yeah, because now he's got two options to take this lane. You could take it here, or you could take it in the mid, potentially.
Well, in any case, Baby's got an opening to win or draw this now.
Ooh.
Okay.
I think Baby thinks he can win in
Doesn't
mid.
have lethal, does he? 26, that goes to 30, 32. He's got it. Okay, I was looking at the creeps, not at the TOT, but he got it. Wow.
Nice.
The other thing that, yeah, I think this was a bit of a throw. But what I was just gonna say is, if there was a draw, keep in mind that both players would get a win, so the round would be over. Baby would have been eliminated. All right, so Baby's asking if he can go for a smoke. So I need to create a new lobby anyway, so let's make a 5-minute break.
Okay. See you guys in the 5-minute break.
All right. You there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Great. So players are ready, decks are selected. Just a short break for the guys to chill a little bit. Russian casters are in. I think we're good to go. Let's go with it. All right, so
Matchup we don't see very often anymore. The red-green
Oh,
ramp versus the
interesting.
black-blue econ. See this all the time.
yeah, I haven't seen that in a while, so it's always good to see. Oh, I need to change my own rights. Always good to see these not tier 1 matchups. You have any experience with how this matchup goes?
I do not. I'd never played either of these lists extensively. So I was always the one playing mono red beating up on these lists.
So, I mean, I would say both decks are trying to high roll somewhat. So the big question will be if I think Baby has annihilations for the turns where Raz tries to ramp up. But as it stands, Raz, very aggressive move here, killing the Luna, preventing those eclipses from growing. But his hand is right now lacking slightly on top end. He does. Oof.
The bounty proc. Oh, feels so good.
Getting lucky. And as I mentioned,
Raz has got all the ramp, but nothing to ramp into.
yeah, and Baby getting this 15 gold might be huge, because if he hits just any decent item, he's got double and one for me. So it feels like Baby getting off to a slightly better start, presumably. Let's see.
You can also get that other knight off too, which is always good.
Yeah. Let's not forget though that Raz is playing triple smash in all his lists. Oh, and there's something to ramp into.
Oh, wow.
Rose Leaf comes down.
Next turn, he will be able to ramp.
Yep.
It's going to be scary. Oh, and they're killing each other.
Well, looks like Omni's dying. So that's going to be a bit more gold. Can he go into Horn mana though? He can't.
Part of me wonders though if he really wanted to use the hip fire here instead, but does get to keep the bounty up at least.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing worse than losing your hero to a creep.
Well, doesn't look like Baby hit a Vestures, or if he did, he chose not to buy it. Luna comes back down, but this is going to be a very big turn for Raz.
It does come down to what Baby draws, because if he does get a Tyler State Sensor, he can shut this down.
Mm-hmm.
But at the moment, he does not have any answers.
Does he have at any cost? He does. He could potentially kill the Bristol, if nothing else, and the creeps. Gank, gank.
Oof.
Tough. So it looks like if Raz is feeling lucky, he's just gonna go for it.
Fight you are nothing. In death you'll find purpose.
Right, Baby draws another card, but still not there. Also, no annihilations in hand. And Raz isn't scared, he's gonna go for it.
At the same time, though, it's not a TOT. The emissary, well, scary. Baby, well, no, Baby does not have the in this list does not have the thing, but maybe he'll get a vest. Maybe he'll get a Helm of the Dominator in the Secret Shop. Maybe he'll have luck on his side this time.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. It is definitely less scary than TOT, I'll say. Yeah.
Didn't get the proc this time.
Yeah, and he would have liked to, but this is fair. He got it once, he doesn't get it the second time.
Oh, and the Luna lines right up in front of the LC. Oh my goodness.
He could Berserkers for tower damage, but I'm not sure how much that's worth.
I'll make this.
What is really, really tough for Baby, though, is that he's not going to be able to reach 25 gold. So if he sees a Horn, he's just going to have to stare at it, and that's it. On the other hand, if he sees a Vestures, it doesn't look like he's buying anything. So he won't be able to annihilate anything. Both of his blue heroes, you know, taking a day off in the fountain. And that will be Tower 1 going down. Don't see what he could do to prevent that.
And these ganks are just sitting in his hand, doing nothing.
Ooh, and the smash. Oh boy. The smash could draw Raz into something else to ramp for. He can sell a Mane and smash. If he gets lucky. He draws into a TOT for mid. Or another emissary. Oh boy.
Against the emissary.
Wow.
So he's gonna probably sell him in his favor in the mid lane and then
Well, this matchup is going exactly as I expected.
you just see Baby's face just like, oh, again, really?
He doesn't even know how important that was. So he's gonna...
we might just see Baby just like leave if he drops this emissary down. We might just see that.
Listen, he's got coup. He can still coup it, and he's gonna be able to... Okay.
Oh, is he gonna coup here though? Ooh, I like that move though. I do like that move.
Yeah, it doesn't
'cause
prevent
forces
tower
him to make
lethal
that.
though, but yeah. Alright.
He's got at least 30 gold now, at least, so there's at least something there.
Oh, he heals first.
Yeah, well, if he didn't, he could have ganked him.
But I would consider just straight up dropping the emissary to dodge a second coup, but...
Problem is
isn't
that
afraid.
Baby doesn't know what he has, so he doesn't know if he has the... You know, he could have had TOT, he
Sure.
could have had...
Yeah, it's looking like this game's over, unless we see a couple of annihilations coming in pretty fast.
Isn't over yet, my friend.
And he can also steal the initiative here. Raz had just about a perfect round. He doesn't even take
Doesn't even
initiative.
need to pull
Yeah.
initiative, because what's he worried about in first lane?
Yeah, he's gonna keep
He
it.
does get a Vesture, but... Ugh.
Gets double blink in hand. Alright, so how much can he do with Vestures? If he draws annihilations, could actually be pretty nice for him.
Somewhat, but it all depends on what he does. Because he can't annihilate both lanes.
No. Well, first lane's down already. There's the annihilation. So I imagine we drop Vesture and one for me, and then hope to be able to annihilate. Right?
Yeah, but if you're wrong, though, you could just lose the game.
Listen, at this point, he doesn't have much in the way of options.
I think it's in this case, it's the right move, because all he has is Berserker's Call, and he can't use it. So, you're going to get it off.
And Raz has already played the duel, so the odds are likely that he, you know, if he has something, it's the Berserkers.
I mean, this is what this deck does with the econ list, is it kind of just stalls deck things out, and, you know, like, he's got the possibility here of doing something. But, you know, he's got to do something.
Yeah.
Because he's got to deal with the mid lane. Okay, he doesn't take the N1 from me.
Well,
That's
okay.
somewhat interesting. I think he does that because he wants to guarantee he can get the annihilation off.
Not gonna happen though.
Well, we'll see. He could blink out, or he could... Yeah, he's giving it to him.
Didn't expect that.
There's no reason for him to take the fight through the pain, because, again, he can't do anything with it.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
At the same time, though, that first lane now becomes something that Baby can start doing something in.
Yep. Berserker goes up to 4. Bristol goes up to 4 armor.
Again, invalidating the Chain Frost.
Crazy. Chain Frost has been the worst card this series.
And that's the thing. That's why it took so long for Lich really to become a top tier hero, is because there were just so many ways that you could invalidate him. But, you know, people then just kind of stopped worrying about him. And, you know, he came back in the meta.
Yeah.
But when you optimize against him.
Definitely the format of this second season of the ACS definitely is favoring also bringing ramp to the table. And once ramp and tree come back, it's definitely changes the picture a bit. All right, let's see what Baby draws. He's got an Eclipse, pretty weak one, but
He just doubles in one for me here. We can try to get Vestures and all those heroes.
yeah.
I don't know, he's still got to worry about last lane.
Well, a second emissary could come down here.
I won't be denied.
Oh wow, he drops the Salam in his favor. I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm not really sure the reasoning there, but at the same time, leaving this lane, it's just a lot of damage. Why would you put that here?
I think Raz is just...
Oh, I see. He wants to blink out, but still a little weird.
Alright, that's him 2 cards. There's a duel. That's going to be very important, actually.
And that is the important thing with Ramp, is that the only thing he loses is if he annihilates in this lane, eventually. And if you don't put too many heroes in here, then it doesn't matter. And because he's just had so much time, his tree is an absolute beast now. 12 attack.
Yeah, it looks
going
like
through the Vesture.
looks like he was TOT'd. Not quite there yet. Not quite there yet. Alright, heads up play from Baby. Green has no initiative cards. He knows he can keep the initiative, so he can drop the Vestures. Wait, is Eclipse 6 charges? It's
6 charges.
If he hits the LC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's always lethal actually. Alright, so Baby can take back lane 3. What? Is he conceding?
I don't know.
Nah, he can't
He
be
might
conceding.
be.
I cannot believe that he's conceding from this point.
Raz was giving him the option to potentially.
Alright.
Question is, will he play the... No, he doesn't play the Vesture here. He wants to get on one of his other heroes.
Exactly. I mean, as I see it, this game is looking very favorable for Raz, but he's got outs. Like, it's definitely not over.
3 ganks, though, have just been absolutely sitting in the hand. I mean, yeah, just sitting there. But if he gets the right matchups, they could be very useful late game.
There's
You
a
can play
horn.
through those from a lane.
Oh, there's a huge round for Baby. Gets the horn, gets the annihilation. The kill on the ogre isn't going to be enough. And there is a TP for Luna if he wants. She has a blink, but it's not active this round. There's a TOT though, so...
He can gank in the middle lane if he wants to double gank there to kill the tree. I don't know if it really matters to kill the tree, but he can. Also just gank here. I mean, it's hard to say.
So I guess you keep horn for middle. And you TP out the Luna to annihilate in first. So you could potentially also just use gank to kill creeps here. But if he's gonna annihilate, should be fine. So I think you gank mid, like you said.
Well, I don't know. That's the thing. You really gotta think about it because it's 2 ganks. It's still 2 ganks, whatever he ganks. So that's a lot of resources to put into something.
Sure. He's got a payday as well to use from last if he wants. Alright, he's got 5 minutes, so actually Raz has the initiative, so it clears to me what the correct play here is.
Ooh. Blank.
Yeah. Now it looks much tougher.
Blinks to last lane. Oh man, that's gonna be painful.
Yeah, this is gonna be painful either way. Goes mid, okay.
Now the only way he can survive is if the horn lands in front of the Omni Knight.
Yeah. Right, opts to go for that emissary in mid.
It's an interesting decision. Actually, the thing is, he couldn't actually go for the tree because the tree's got 14 attack.
Yeah, no, what he could have done is go for the melee creep if he wanted to drop the horn in mid, but he clearly doesn't anymore.
He just gave up. He gave up.
Yeah, I didn't see a way out.
Because even if he blocks it, let's assume he then somehow gets annihilation off in this lane. He then has to then still protect this lane again another turn, and I just don't see it.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been tough.
All the invited people out.
Looks like.
Unless Raz decides not to play the Jasper Daggers here.
Yeah, just trying to get Baby to spend his mana, but this game's over. So it looks like Raz is indeed today's winner. Baby facing elimination. Nothing you can do. What?
Oh my goodness, really? Really, Raz?
This is BM.
Really? Maybe might just can't get out right here. I mean, exactly. He's like, really? I'm gonna play through this. You just won't kill me.
All right. Can Baby somehow take advantage of that? I don't think so.
He's got to at least get the loon out, but the problem is he's got to defend against 2 lanes now.
Yeah.
He doesn't have initiative, so if he just draws the right card, he can just end it in first lane.
I feel like
easily.
He could have ganked. He could have ganked the creep in first, I guess. Yeah, I mean...
That's the thing. At this point, the ganks aren't even killing the heroes. He can only gank creeps. He's not even going to annihilate the first lane. He's just going to hope he can block.
He's got double
which
vestures.
I guess makes sense.
Yeah.
He's got the double vestures. He's got the Tinder hide there now, so he definitely doesn't want to annihilate that. But will that matter?
20 damage on the tower.
He's gonna get 6 more damage just from the pump.
There's phase boots. Phase boots should be enough to
Well,
finish.
Chain Frost can clear out some of these creeps, maybe. But even then, he's still got the 2 bronze Legos. It's just, yeah, this is over.
Yeah,
unless of course again Raz decides to not finish this game.
This is top level BM, guys. Well, I will say Raz was dominant in all 4 games. He lost the game he lost. Felt like a throw. So I think at no point was Baby really in control of this series. And yeah, I mean, the Chain Frost counters and the smashes were actually really good. And there you have it.
All she wrote.
All she wrote. So let's see if we can get Baby to chat with us a little bit. So yeah, congratulations to Raz. Let me see if I can get our bracket up for a sec. Well, actually, let me. All right, so that was a 3-1 for Raz. Raz progressing down through the lower bracket. Baby eliminated. All the invites gone. Kind of makes me slightly sad. Maybe I should just do away with the invites next time around. All right, so Barbosa is going to play RazDva in the losers bracket round 3. And then the winner of that is going to face whoever drops down from PAF 10 versus the IQ. We are setting up to do PAF 10 versus the IQ this week, or hopefully next weekend. So yeah, we'll see how that works out. Yeah, so in any case, these 4 players constitute the top 4. There have been 4 eliminated players. And yeah, PAF 10 DIQ guaranteed top 3. Whoever loses that will drop down, get a second chance at coming back in, as the lim is. Otherwise, yeah, very one-sided series. I think Raz read Baby's decks very well, and
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey, dude. Yeah, commiserations on being eliminated.
Oh, I won a match, so that's okay.
You won the match that I felt like he threw, though. That match was his to win as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure, dude.
How do you feel about the changes that he made to his decks? Because the Stonehall plates were actually quite huge. Like, your Chain Frosts were never good at any point.
Man. Yeah, his techs on blue, like, for sure won him that game. Well, dude, that game was tragic, man. Game 1 with the mono black versus mono blue, because I lost to both of my discards on both my calls.
Yeah.
Or my coups.
You were very unlucky the whole series, I feel.
Oh, well, if you can say it, then I don't have to say it, right?
Yeah, you definitely, and even after discarding those cards, I felt like maybe you had a chance, but it was very difficult.
I tried everything, dude. You saw me hit firing my creeps.
Yes.
And stuff. Like,
yeah, it was a tough one to watch, but yeah, you tried. I mean, it just happens. That discard on the horn was like a 1 in 12 or 1 in 15 or so.
The gank, losing the gank.
The gank was 10 times worse than the horn. I lost the horn and I was like, all right, that sucks, but like it's okay. But losing the gank was game losing for sure, because the gank.
If you had the gank, you won.
Yeah, 100%. I saw lethal with the gank. That's like I saw lethal with gank when I went for the double hip fire in last. That's why I went for it. But yeah, that game 1 was just tragic, dude. And then game 2, and I was sad because like in game 1, I predicted him going mono blue, because the thing, like Raz, I think he's actually maybe a favorite to win the tournament even from losers, because he's actually preparing and teching for people and thinking and stuff, where other people are just kind of like autopiloting in their decks. But that was like the one spot where I got the edge on him in like the matchups and the deck picking and stuff, because I've been doing this strategy in my other sets where I try to finish with mono black. So I'll pull out a different deck and start it, and then go on to mono black when I just need to win out with it, you know? But I thought that he was going to predict that I'd do that and try to dodge my mono black by going mono blue first, which he did. And so I was so happy because I won, because I like predicted that. And then that happened.
Yeah, it didn't work out for you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles. All the invites are gone. So it's
sometimes the cookie crumbles.
Indeed.
You know.
All right. So anyway, it was good to watch you. Thanks for taking part. And
yeah, thanks for having me.
We'll see how the rest of the top 4 progresses from here on out.
I really think Raz is maybe the best in the format. I mean, he lost in semis, but he's not too far. I'm telling you though, nobody else is like counter picking and preparing decks and doing that stuff. Like when I played WooHack and I played DIQ, like their decks were pretty much what I expected.
Yeah, definitely. Well,
but yeah,
it's
for anyone watching, That's how you beat mono black with mono blue, though. Actually, like the text in there, the
Skywrath,
N1 for me. The Skywrath is so much better against black.
Oh, but the ogre
then
did
the,
so much work that the ogre was completely insane.
I mean, there was a few other things that happened too, but that's.
Well, I feel like if we had more tournaments, I feel like this is the way that you push mono black or lich decks out of the meta, because, I mean, this was a bit of a.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a what is the word? It was a masterclass on how to make lich useless. So, yeah, take from there what you will. It is obviously an unusual tournament format, but still, like, he adapted his decks and it paid off very nicely. So yeah, RTN, is there anything you want to say? Or?
I just think that's what's great about this format is we get to see kind of a clear picture of the meta, as opposed to just like what's the best deck.
You get to see Baby lose.
Well, you know, it's whatever. But it's the element of like people get to play multiple different decks, so it's not just like what's your best deck and kind of just like against the field. It's like who's the better player, as opposed to just like who has the best deck and who happens to be the best pilot of that deck or happens to miss. Happens to get the right things and whatnot. You know, it creates a. It's not even so much a better player, but like a better, like in terms of the way the matchups come out.
Interaction, yeah, I definitely agree. It's I mean, the game is where it is, so it's a shame that not all players are teching against each other like as much as maybe they could, but it's fine.
Well, I'm a confirmed one trick, that's for sure. I only like to play one deck and just practice my matchups. And the thing is, there's like a triangle, okay, in Artifact. There's a triangle between red, blue, and black. And I think to win ACS in this format, you have to be able to hit all three ends of the triangle. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I've just like hard committed to my part of the triangle for one deck formats for like a year. So, okay, but I was gonna say like so I won game 3, and then I thought he was gonna go ramp again. So, because I thought he was just gonna go ramp to close it out, because he was gonna predict me on mono black. So I went with the UB Econ, which I thought actually has a much better matchup against ramp than the normal traditional mono black, because you have Annihilate, you know? And I got those 2 Annihilations, and that almost pulled me back into like what looked like the most unwinnable game, you know? I mean, he ramped and all.
I feel like you had that game if you just hit 25 gold or Vestures to copy before 6 mana, which you didn't.
I know, you saw my opening hand. Oh my god.
Yeah, we couldn't see your shop though, so we couldn't see the items that you were hitting. But it felt like if you just hit another 2 or 3 golds, you're probably in a good spot.
Yeah. I needed one more gold card to get there, because I had the track and I got the track off, but then there was just nothing else, you know?
Yeah, well, that's how gold goes. Anyway, it's a very swingy matchup. He also had to draw the emissary like on the correct time.
All 3 of them?
Yeah, he got 2 emissaries and 2 ramps. Oh, man.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
That's Artifacts, man, you know, I mean.
Yeah, but it was good to watch. It was a good series. He was still BMing a bit at the end, as you noticed, but yeah.
No, he BM'd himself at the end.
Well, he didn't.
Because he didn't place the Jasper Daggers on the right hero, so he was BMing his own play. But it was unlosable from that point, so it didn't matter. But yeah, if he had placed Jaspers on the Tree and Protector, he could have won a turn earlier.
Yeah.
Right. I had nothing in hand.
I'm just gonna let chat know if you guys want to donate towards the price. Feel free. We're almost reaching 200 euros.
Don't donate. I can't win anymore. It's not worth it.
you cannot buy a boat anymore. That's sad.
Yeah.
And
no, we gotta subsidize our Russian CIS friends.
Exactly.
I mean, the oil market has not been doing great, you know. So they need some money.
Right. So support Russian oil, guys. And yeah.
Yeah, that's right. If you donate, you're 100% donating to a Russian, right?
Well, technically, wait. Barbosa is wait. Let me think. What was it? Armenia.
He's Russian. Isn't that Russian speaking? Because he speaks Russian, right?
Well, it's old Soviet Union, but I'm not sure they speak Russian.
Oh, okay.
Might be some dialect or variation, but I'm not sure. Yeah, in any case, I'm going to close the stream down, guys. Thanks for joining us for today. I'll let you guys know on Reddit when the next matches are, but presumably next Friday or Saturday again. That will be best of 7 as well. All right, so thanks for joining us.
Thanks for the tournament. GG's to Raz. Good luck in the rest of the tournament. And fuck you for high rolling me. No, I'm just kidding.